Welcome back to another episode of the After Dark podcast.
Ho, 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 bitches.
I'm Rachel. I'm a boudoir photographer.
I'm Kristin. I'm hair and makeup.
And we are the After Dark girls. So, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, my girl.
Yes.
We have, when this airs, we'll have like 9 days until Ho Ho comes.
Wait, December 23rd.
Okay, so psych, we're going to have two sleeps until Santa's here.
2 sleeps, bitches.
2 sleeps.
2 sleeps. So, we are decked out in our Christmas gear.
This is a holiday sweater I didn't get to wear last year, so I chose this one.
Yep.
Rachel chose her slutty little Mrs. Claus outfit, which I'm so here for. And then she got us some Christmas hats.
Yep. So I will be wearing this for my husband on Christmas Eve.
Oh, no kids, I guess, that night.
Nope, no ma'am. They're with the other parents that night.
Sans
so.
the cardigan, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're feeling very festive.
Yes,
up in
we
here.
are. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so we have our little cocktail for the day, which is a Grey Goose vodka mixed with the pineapple splash from the energy drink.
Yep, buffed energy.
Yes, not buffed.
No.
The brand story there is that initially the owner had named the company Buffed Energy, but because of an existing trademark issue.
Psych.
Yes, they had to rebrand.
Yeah.
And so now the company is called The Energy Drink.
The energy.
The Energy Drink.
Got it.
Pennsylvania owned company.
Love that. All the proceeds from the energy drinks go to all first responders.
Yes.
Firefighter owned business.
Yep.
So yeah, that her and her husband have a huge affinity for helping out in the first responder industry. So that's why they love it.
Yes.
Now I love it.
Yes.
And now y'all can love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we will link the energy drink below.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys can find out where you can purchase it. Because they're in local grocery stores.
They are starting to be in more and more local grocery stores.
Yeah.
Hector Feliciano, who is the rep who I initially connected with to become an affiliate, he is among the whole team, but he is the one that I know personally who is activating the brand in our local market. I believe that they originate from Montgomery County.
Yeah.
And so now he's activating it in Berks County. And so you will hopefully start seeing the energy drink represented in your local grocery stores.
It'll probably be at your gym first.
Yes,
likely.
for sure. Yes.
Yeah.
And so if you check out their social media, they do have a running list of all of the places that you can purchase the energy drink from.
Nice.
But we'll also link their website below. You can order directly through their website.
I'm not an energy drink girly, I will say. I do like Celsius, but on occasion, Red Bull, I absolutely despise. And so we went with our version of a Red Bull and vodka with this drink, and it is like way more palatable to me.
Yeah.
The pineapple flavor is much stronger, so it is like truly a pineapple and vodka in this scenario anyway. So I would say if you're a Red Bull lover, this is definitely more flavor driven than just like that Red Bull taste.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I don't love.
Yeah.
So
there's a whole lineup of flavors you can get. I have not had a flavor that I didn't like yet.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about this energy drink is that you don't crash. Like you don't get jittery. You don't have a crash afterwards.
Yeah.
It is really like a smooth kind of experience.
I'll speak to that on our next one because I haven't had them yet. So today is my first drinking of them. So I'll let you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But Rachel says yes.
Yes. So the Performance Volvo Tennis Pro Challenge, I was the official event photographer for, and I drank like 6 of these throughout the day to kind of get me through it. It was a long weekend in general. And yeah, so I can attest to the fact that I've had many of these all in one day, did not have jitteriness, did not crash.
No heart attacks.
Yeah, no heart attacks.
Right.
So you feel good drinking it. The flavors are amazing. And we love supporting like local and Pennsylvania owned businesses.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah. To the energy drink.
Yes, thank you
Cheers
guys.
to you guys. Thank you. So
Okay.
we do have a viewer question.
Okay. Viewer questions are nice because they're more geared towards what we want to answer, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what she says.
And we assume most of them are women.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But men, if you guys have viewer questions, go ahead and ask us.
Yeah.
We're not man haters, I promise.
Not at all.
No. We love men when they're smart.
Yeah, and respectful.
All right. So this viewer says, my husband was offered a promotion at work, and it means he will be going from doing manual labor in the field to working a desk job.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of women who work in the office, and one of them once called his personal cell phone one evening at home instead of his work phone. It caused a lot of issues because I don't know why he would give out his personal cell phone to anyone at work.
If there's a work phone, yeah.
Right. She says, I don't want him to take the promotion, and we've been getting into a lot of fights. What should I do?
Well, that's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, one person calling the phone doesn't feel like enough for a promotion that is going to like elevate your lives in a lot of aspects, especially if you have children or are planning on having them.
Right.
So that's more of like, if you don't trust your husband, I don't think it's the promotion that's the problem. You probably shouldn't be married to him.
Yes. So here's my take on it is I think from what it sounds like, these would likely be maybe an older couple because he's going from working in the field. So we don't know what the industry is, but we're assuming that there's some manual labor and, he's a young buck who's now being promoted into an office job.
Okay.
And I can speak from personal experience because my husband, who's a probation officer, used to, have a gang caseload. He used to be out in the field and, and these guys, they like that, they like being out in the field, no matter what their industry is.
Yeah.
But once he got promoted and he went into like a desk caseload, he knew that it was time for him to start to slow down.
Yeah.
And for men, that can be an emotional challenge.
Okay.
Because now it's like they're making way for the new young bucks to go into the field and do what they once did that they maybe don't always have the stamina for or whatever the case is. But they're just moving on in their career and they're being recognized as experts in their positions.
Sure.
So there's a lot to be happy about, but it's also a closing of a chapter. And so for me, reading this from our viewer, I'm like, are you taking enough time first to really consider how this new chapter is impacting your husband?
Yeah.
Because there are going to be a lot of emotions, whether he has the ability to articulate those emotions or not. He probably is feeling some type of way about being, very happy to be, recognized as an expert for this promotion, but also feeling maybe like,
a little sad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's not the young, virile man that he maybe once was.
Yeah.
And now you're adding in this layer of essentially because of this one phone call. And again, we're basing this off a very limited
All we know is the one, yeah.
Yes, all we know is the question that we read to you guys. So, but it just sounds like there hasn't been anything substantial enough for her to reference in this question, except for there was this one phone call. Yeah. And now like consider that you are now phrasing your disdain for this promotion in a way where you're essentially accusing your husband of potentially having no family values and no honor.
Right.
And is that really what you, viewer, want to be positioning to your husband as he potentially accepts this promotion?
And also you said it earlier and I didn't think about it, but you're asking your husband to stay out in what could potentially be a harder job position physically for him. Maybe he's young, maybe he's older. I don't even think it matters. I think that if they've been doing it long enough that they're trying to get out of it, then you should understand that he doesn't want to physically do that anymore either. So you need to have that conversation where I understand you want to do this, but this isn't making me feel comfortable. So can we find a happy medium somewhere maybe? But telling him not to take it, that's not fair.
Right.
Cutting off your nose to spite your face, I think is the saying of that one. If he's getting the promotion and going to be happier, healthier, all of that stuff at his job, one phone call, had she started with my husband has previously cheated on me with coworkers and now we got that phone call. That would have, I think, sent us in a different direction.
Correct.
But you're saying one phone call is enough for you to do this? Calm down.
Right. Yeah.
Or
for sure.
Go seek therapy and figure out why you just jumped to that conclusion.
Right.
Therapy. So that's what we suggest.
Yes, for sure. Because again, in a situation like this where viewers are asking us questions, y'all can write as much as you want.
Yeah.
But most people seem to be kind of doing more short form questions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if there was cheating, I think that would have been mentioned.
Yeah, it should have been on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what I will say to you, viewer, is that your insecurities are not your husband's responsibility. And I know that sucks to hear. But unless he makes it his responsibility because there is infidelity that has been proven.
Yeah.
But your insecurities that you just have from your own previous baggage or whatever the case is, they're not his responsibility.
Agreed.
You are the one that has to go heal that part of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he didn't do anything to create the insecurity, it's not his job to
not
fix
his fault.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had he cheated on you before, again, like we're saying, it would make sense. But like, if this is all coming from a previous situation or a friend's husband situation, like that's not fair. Don't put that on somebody else. Yep. And like, again, think about the benefits of this man going to an office job, better hours, I'm sure, like physically it's got to be better for him. Like it sounds like if it's a promotion, it's probably more money.
Yep.
Like there's got to be a slew of reasons why you should want him to take this. And one woman calling him one night, that seems a little bit extreme.
Right.
To us for what we've gotten out of this question.
For sure.
I don't believe that can be all of it though.
No.
You know, she may not want to admit that her husband has cheated before to us.
Correct.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And maybe that's where she's at. But also, you know, like, I don't know. I guess for me, it's like, because I'm in a situation where like, I know my husband works in an office. There are plenty of secretaries around, you know, whatever the case is.
Sure.
And, you know, while I don't really visit his office, I've maybe visited like maybe 2 times, you know, but I have visited to like show my face and kind of say hi to everyone and whatever, you know, but every time that there is a like Christmas, they do their big Christmas thing, I am providing him cupcakes so that he can, you know, and it's my way of being like, you know, Brian's wife is represented.
Yeah,
in
the
this.
family. Yes. We're representing us as a family.
Us as a family,
yeah.
yes. And so, and because that's important to me. And not because I feel threatened that he works with women.
Right, I was going to say, psych, she shows up in this little costume right here. Right? That's how she lets him know.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. He's mine.
Yeah. It's like the Mariah Carey.
Yeah. It's time.
The doors open.
Yeah. Rachel just walks in and everyone's like, oh, okay, got it. Brian's taken. I mean, if that's what you have to do, babe, to like solidify who you are in this world, do it.
Sure. Yeah.
Don't put it on your husband.
Yeah, for sure.
Have that conversation. In this scenario, if this were an Am I the Asshole, it might be the woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
We found one.
We
found one for you.
Sorry, girl.
Yeah, the husband's kind of not at fault right now.
No, he's not.
Not right now. We don't
have enough.
We could have more information and it could flip, but yeah.
But for right now,
as it stands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to therapy.
Go to therapy and figure out why it bothers you that much.
Or, you know, I mean, truly like a self-esteem thing. Like, you know, because here's the thing is like, you know, yes, every woman on the planet could absolutely be a potential threat to your relationship.
Sure.
That's always on the table.
Yeah.
But you can't live your life that way.
No.
Like you have to have the ability to give yourself self-assurance.
Yeah.
To know your value enough that like to wake up every day and be like, that man would be stupid to risk losing me.
Yeah.
You know? Because you just can't live your life fearing that your husband's going to cheat on you.
Well, yeah. And like you just said, like, I think the mentality needs to be that like, if they left me for somebody else, my life will be exactly the same, if not better, but their life would be worse.
Yes.
Off. Like your life isn't going to change that drastically if a man leaves you for another woman. Let's be so for real about it.
Yeah.
His will.
Right. All right, girl. So I think it's time for a couple of ho-ho-hos.
Ooh, give us the ho-hos.
To answer this Reddit, Am I the Asshole story.
We are ready to answer. Yeah.
So the title is, Am I the asshole for telling my friend that proposing is not a suitable Christmas present?
Okay, I need more context.
Yes. Yeah. I have a lot of thoughts on this.
Yeah.
But let's dive into the context. So she says, I have a friend who I'll be calling Harry. Harry and I have known each other for over a decade. We're in our early 30s. He was part of my own wedding party, and 99 out of 100 times, he's all around a great guy.
Okay.
Harry has been dating his girlfriend for 4 years. She's an absolute diamond and brings out all the best qualities in him. A couple of weeks ago, Harry confided in me that he was planning to propose to his partner over Christmas. She's very family focused, and he is setting it up so that his parents unexpectedly visit them.
Okay.
They're doing Christmas with her family this year. He's setting it up so that his parents unexpectedly visit them because they're doing Christmas with her family this year.
Okay.
So that they'll be arriving early in the morning, and that he will propose during present opening in front of his and her parents.
Okay.
Her siblings and their partners and kids will also be there. When chatting about arrangements a couple days ago, Harry made a throwaway comment about the engagement saving him some time in relation to the rest of Christmas shopping. I asked him what he meant, and he said that since he was proposing, he hadn't planned to get his partner anything else for Christmas.
Okay.
I said that the two were not mutually exclusive. When I got engaged, albeit not at Christmas, my husband still got me a birthday present in the following month. Harry raised that the ring was costing him more than several usual Christmas and birthday presents combined, which is true.
Yeah.
But it's not the case that he's scraping together every last penny to buy it either. And there is absolutely money to spare for a couple of gifts that he'd usually get his partner. Mm-hmm. I also pointed out that since he is hoping to surprise her with the proposal, that it would become quite obvious that something was afoot.
No gifts.
If there were no presents for her under the tree.
Totally.
We went back and forth for a while, with Harry continuing to take his stance that getting engaged is definitely a gift. I said that it was all well and good, but that his girlfriend will absolutely have bought him gifts that he will both appreciate and use, and that an engagement is in no way the same kind of exchange in that sense.
Yeah.
Additionally, while his partner is in no way materialistic, she is someone who appreciates the give and take of mutual present exchanges, like Christmas, white elephants, etc. We didn't have a major fight or anything about this, but Harry has said that he's probably not going to share more about the engagement with me because I have differing views. I don't want to be a stubborn old fool on something I'm clearly wrong about, so I'd appreciate the view of the internet strangers on this.
That's fair. We'll give them to you.
Yes.
I needed more context because I think it's so situational about what somebody wants for an engagement. And like also if his engagement involved spending more money than just the money on the ring, you know, like say he set up a venue and a photographer, then I agree that he doesn't need to buy a Christmas gift. Like if you're setting up this whole big deal and you're putting a lot of thought process and planning into it and money because you're hiring all these people to do this stuff on top of the cost of the ring, I do sort of agree that it's unnecessary to add more gifts to the pile. That's my opinion as somebody who, if I was getting engaged and that's what they chose to do, now I don't want a public engagement. I don't want it to be in front of other people. So I would hate that. So don't do that. But if this is what the girl wants and he does think that she would want this, I don't disagree. But knowing that the best friend is like, there's no lack of funds, I don't see why we can't get a couple sweaters, whatever, like a little something. Like we don't have to go all out and be buying her like $1,000 worth of gifts again, but a couple items, matching pajamas for the first engaged, an ornament that says our first year as an engaged couple, like something cute like that would be totally like acceptable to me. But like I don't think that he has to go full out on Christmas and full out on engagement, would be my personal opinion.
I completely disagree.
Yeah.
And partly because, you know, I've always felt that way, where I'm like, an engagement is separate from a birthday, a Christmas. Like, you know, Christmas we're celebrating every year. My birthday we're celebrating every year. Mm-hmm. You know, but this engagement is this one-time thing. You get this one shot to propose in a way that is meaningful to the two of you, in a way that, you know, is special to the woman. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, I want this to be completely separate from those things. And
so you wouldn't want it on a holiday?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's a difference. What if this person does want it that
right.
way?
And
know?
She might. Yeah. She might love that she's being proposed to on Christmas.
In front of all those people.
In front of her family.
Yeah.
Right. I did want a big public spectacle. And so my husband surprised me with an amazing, like, there was a photographer there. He proposed to me on like the 26th floor of the Four Seasons at the Bygone, which is a restaurant that we love in Baltimore. And it was so special to us. It was like, every detail was so, it was like walking down memory lane of the 4 years that we had been together up until this point.
Yeah.
And he did such a great job. And I didn't feel bad because...
Were you away for a different reason? Like, why were you there?
He set it up in a way where it was like, hey, because we'll go every 3 months to Baltimore.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, we haven't been to Baltimore in a couple months. Let's plan a weekend.
Okay.
And so I had a feeling that it was going to be it.
Yeah.
Especially when your best friend is like, bitch, get your nails done.
Right.
You know, she was like, you need to be getting your nails done starting now until December.
I see.
And so, and this was the summer.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So it was October when he finally proposed. And so I had, you know, every day was like, it could be today.
Yeah.
But Yeah, so it was very thoughtful. Everything was like very personalized, like everything that I had wanted, you know, all the conversations that we had. So maybe for her, like she has this dream of being proposed to on Christmas.
In front of her family too, yeah.
But here's the thing, like knowing, now I don't know exactly how much he spent on this little number, but knowing that it was at minimum 3 months' salary.
Yeah.
I would have felt like shit if I didn't have the opportunity to also do something big for him in return as a Christmas gift. Like if that was my Christmas gift and I bought him a sweater, I would feel like shit. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. Okay.
Whereas as opposed to the fact of like, if it was the proposal and, you know, in exchange for this proposal is my hand in marriage and him getting me as a wife and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the lifelong commitment that comes with that. Now we're talking about something different. So I feel like if he had done it for my birthday or, you know, a Christmas thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I would have felt like, wow, like I didn't know to contribute something just as big and elaborate and meaningful.
Yeah. I think that's just a difference in our personalities.
Yeah.
Because I would not feel like I had to have gotten him a $10,000 gift to equate to it. I think it's situational in more the fact that like you have to know what your partner wants out of your engagement.
For sure.
Like,
yeah.
you know, like my brother and my sister both are engaged or married, whatever, but they both had them in different ways. Like my brother was on a beach, totally private. We didn't even know. I didn't know. I think my sister only knew because she helped him with the ring ahead of time. Like we didn't know it was coming. Same thing with my sister's fiance, but he did it in a park where other people could have seen it. Yeah. Like I wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
I would want like, he brings me my coffee in bed that morning and like on my plate of breakfast is the ring. And he's like, and he says it in our bed with my dog there. And like, that would be it for me. Like, so I think it depends on what you want out of it. I also wouldn't want a big wedding. Like I wouldn't want to, so I think it just depends on what you want to know. I would say that this friend said her piece and now she needs to mind her fucking business.
Correct. I agree.
That would be my advice.
Yep. I agree.
You said what you had to say. He heard you and he said, guess what? I don't agree.
Yeah.
And that's fair.
For sure.
And if the fiance has a problem with it, she can take it up with him.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
It will be discussed.
Yeah, because I think that is such a situational thing. Like nobody wants the same thing.
Right. Exactly.
You know?
For sure.
You know? So I don't want a big to-do and I'm a person who feels I have a hard time accepting things from people anyway. So for someone to give me a massive gift of that size, like I would already be like, I am so grateful that you even wanted to do this, that you thought about doing this, that you put in the time and effort, that you saved the money for this. Like I would never be like, well, where's my Christmas gifts?
For sure.
That's just me.
Yeah.
You know, like I would never do that.
Yeah.
But that, again, that's just like, you have to know your partner.
Yes.
The more you know the partner, the better your engagement should be.
Right.
Brian did exactly what you wanted to do.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I hope that someday somebody figures out exactly what I want it to be done. Or like on a beach and like my daiquiris come over and the ring is laying on the daiquiri tray on an island. That's for me.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So.
And it sounds like for Harry, like what I wish that we would have maybe heard as a perspective from the OP story is that Harry could have confidently said like, trust me, I got this.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know that she wants it like this.
Right. And like maybe he did go above and beyond for the ring for 3 months salary. Maybe he went 7 months salary.
Right.
And he got her a 4 carat and jokes on everybody that this babe got the best ring of all of us.
Right.
You know, like
For sure.
who's to say?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely very personal. And weigh in the comments, guys. Like, how were you proposed to? And if you're not married or engaged, how would you like to be proposed to?
I'm also super curious if you got proposed to in a way that you didn't love, did that marriage hold up? Like, if you're like a second time marriage person, the first proposal, was it the way you would have wanted it to been? Or was it the way they wanted it to be and you got married anyway and the marriage didn't work? You know what I mean? Like, I'm curious.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm curious if it equates across the board. I bet you it does, because when you don't listen to your partner, that starts from engagement, to be honest.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, so like I would imagine it does play a part. And this is why I say to people, like, you let go of yellow flags that become waving red flags in your face.
Yeah.
And it's your fault.
Yeah.
Because you said yellow turns to green and yellow does not.
Correct.
Yellow is a primary color. It won't turn anything but yellow.
Yes.
Or maybe another primary color, which is red.
Yes.
So like, stop thinking that that's the case, guys. If your fiance already doesn't know how you want to be proposed to or what you want your, if a man proposes to me in front of all my friends and family with a silver ring and a diamond that sits on it, we're going to have big problems. The answer is going to be a hard no for me because I don't want any of that.
Interesting.
I want gold. I want an emerald. I want it to be large.
You want an emerald?
I want it to be a large emerald cut emerald. If we can afford it, I want a diamond sitting next to it, but diamond is not the main focus.
Hold on, not just emerald cut, but an actual emerald.
An emerald cut emerald. And I want it to be large because emeralds are less expensive than diamonds. So I want a big emerald and I want a tiny, whatever this cut is of a diamond next to it. Teardrop.
Oh, like the moi and toi.
Yeah, if we can afford it. If not, I'll take just the emerald, but it best be on a gold band and it best not be in front of my family. I don't like that stuff.
Yeah.
I do not. I'm not a person who can get personal in front of a group of people. Like, that needs to be between me and my partner.
Yeah.
So if you did it the wrong way, I'd say no.
Yeah.
Like,
take notes.
Yeah.
I
would say no. So I think that if you said yes to a proposal that wasn't right in the first place, probably it wasn't a great marriage.
Right.
If you're in it, you're probably not happy. And if you're not, makes sense.
Totally.
So,
yeah.
Friend is not the asshole, but she does need to know her bounds. Yeah. Like, she does need to take a smidge of a step back, I think.
For sure. Yeah. Yes. And now, no, like, one of my best friends is about to get engaged, and now I'm just going to be happy for them. Yeah. And that's it. That's it. The end of story.
Yeah. And it's your best friend. So, like, if you're right and he fucks this up, you still have to be his best friend.
For sure.
And not go, I told you.
So.
Just be like, dude, I'm so sorry this didn't work out. Like, what can I do for you? Because, like, it's his life. Let him do what he needs to do. Yeah. You're not in their relationship. You don't know.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I do love that she is that invested, that she's like, I want to just make sure that, whatever.
Well, and if anything, we're asking her best friend, not yours.
Right.
Like, your best friend has her idea of what she might want, but we should be asking her, like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Her. Yeah. We should be asking her best friend what she wants. Yes. I could tell you easily what all of my friends would want. For sure.
For sure. Yep.
So ask me. Don't ask, your own best friend. What do you think you would want?
Right. Well, and so the photographer that my husband at our proposal hired, because my husband doesn't know anything about this,
Right.
He went to my best friend, who is also a boudoir photographer, and was like, I need
Smart
help.
Man.
Yes.
Smart man.
Yep. Mm-hmm. She was so involved, which drove me nuts.
Yeah.
She would not say a word about it.
That's a good girl. Yes. That's a good girl.
And I didn't know until afterwards that she had actually helped him pick this photographer out. And then through that process, she was like, girl, look at this photographer. Because in the process of trying to find the proposal photographer, she found another one whose work she knew I was going to love. I ended up going on to book that photographer as our wedding photographer. Mm-hmm. And it was all because my best friend was working OT behind the scenes with my husband to make sure that I was getting
She was doing the night shift for us.
Yes, she was.
We love that.
Yes. Thank you, Haley. Love you.
Yeah. Is that the one who lives in Chicago?
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Okay. Yeah, Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, great. Yes. We love that.
We love it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So if you are a man watching this, hold on.
That's our advice.
If you are a man watching this, that's our advice. Mm-hmm. Go to her best friend. Yeah. Don't go to your best friend.
Yep.
Go to her best friend.
Yeah.
And maybe go to your best friend, but with a grain of salt,
Not if your best friend's a dude, don't go to him.
Yeah, don't do it. Unless he nailed the proposal.
Or he's gay.
Right.
Yeah.
Also a benefit.
But
I love when men are like, they do not care about if it comes across as like basic, like, because I'm like, hire the photographer.
Yeah.
Get the dinner reservation.
Yes.
Like, even if you propose at home in an intimate setting, be like, okay, we're going to go now celebrate.
Yeah.
And we're going to go to this amazing restaurant.
Have her dress already dry cleaned and in the closet ready to go that she loves to wear.
Yes.
And say, babe, your heels and your dress are in there. I have a new piece of jewelry for your finger and we're going to go out and celebrate and then we're going to come home and celebrate again.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like supposed to be this one time in your life. And maybe for some of us, we've done it twice.
Or 3 times for some people.
Right.
You never know.
And
that's okay too, by the way.
For sure, yes. But it is this one time, within this experience with this person, you get to only do this one time.
Yeah, I agree.
Do it right.
I agree.
Put in the effort. Because it will pay off. That was, I was already in love with my husband and knew that he was the person for me.
Right.
But truly, when I think about the level of detail that he put into that proposal.
Knowing what you wanted.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everything that he did, it makes me admire him even more as a man.
Yep.
It just reminds me how much he cares about me. Yeah.
Yep.
So do the work.
Do the work.
Yeah. Don't half-ass it.
And it will come back to you 10 times fold. So.
I knew a couple once, and I haven't seen them or anything for a long time, so I'm not concerned about them listening to this.
Yeah.
But the husband had bought the ring. He didn't really put any hadn't really put any thought into the proposal, but he bought the ring because it was kind of a shut up ring, you know?
Ugh, yeah.
Right, which I didn't love that to begin with. But there was a time where she had the flu and she was like really miserable. And this woman, if you knew her, like it's almost weird to think of her like that because she's just so bubbly and sweet.
Okay.
But it's like she's got the flu. She's got it coming out of both ends. Like she's miserable.
Yeah.
And was particularly very mean to him in this day. And she was just like, whatever, like just get away from me.
Yeah, yeah.
And so she was reaming him out because she wanted soup or something. And he was like not getting it fast enough. I don't know, whatever. And so he goes upstairs and he comes back down and she's just fuming, just so sick. And he goes, here. And he gives her the ring. Yeah. And she starts crying. And she's like, oh my God. Because she knew she was being miserable. And then she calls her mom. She's like, he proposed to me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm listening to the story and I'm like, all of this sounds like my worst nightmare.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's going to end well.
No. Well, they're still together to this day.
It doesn't mean it's going well, but.
Right. But I'm like listening to the story and they're telling it in this way that's like.
Yeah, not great.
Right.
Not
and
great.
I'm like, you can try and spin this as much as you want, but this is my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
The shut up ring to begin with, and then it was like extra shut up because it's like
you're being a nag and now I'm going to just throw this ring at you. Yeah, that's awful.
Yes, terrible.
I would have thrown it right in the toilet that I just pooped in.
Right?
I flushed it.
Right? Yeah. No, thank you, sir.
No, sir. No. That's a hard pass, and now get out of my house.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. So this was our Christmas episode of After Dark.
And one more hot tip for us, if you are feeling Christmassy and you are looking for a partner, if we have inspired you to find your partner to get that engagement, we are trying to run a speed dating situation happening in West Reading, 30 to 45-year-olds. We are going to have a link at the bottom of the page for the applications. We're looking for about 25 people. Come find your mate or just come find some new friends.
Yeah.
Have some good cocktails or mocktails at the bar cart. So think about that. We're trying to start it maybe January, February. So as soon as we get the numbers, we're going to get going on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So please
Christmas
apply.
love. We're going to try to make a Hallmark story out of this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So please apply. We will have this linked below. And if you are maybe already entangled.
Yeah.
And you have single friends, please
send them our way.
Send them our way.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and be single. Ugh, please be single.
Yes, please be single.
Don't make us have to do background work on this. Like, I don't want to have to back check people that they're actually single when they apply.
For sure. And I have absolutely no qualms.
Yeah.
About calling you out.
Calling you out. Yeah.
If you are not
single. Shame, I know your name, baby. Right. Yeah.
Go back a couple episodes to hear what we think about cheating.
Yeah. It's not good, as it turns out.
We were maybe a little harsh, but
I feel like you should be on cheaters though, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I stand by what I said. God dang it.
Yes. I'm like that. I'm not that I'm an enabler, but I'm like, oh well.
Yeah, no. I got no excuse for bad morals.
I know.
I don't.
I know.
We can all make mistakes, but sleeping with somebody time and time again is not a mistake.
For sure.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah. Those are decisions.
Right.
Yeah.
With the objective of trying to steal this man from somebody. Like the whole thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, go find your own man.
Right.
Yeah.
Literally millions of them.
Correct.
Not that I can find one, but then there's plenty out there.
Are you going to be in the speed dating?
I hope to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope to be.
Because if we have like
enough people in it, then maybe not the first one, but like if there's like a spot open, I'm definitely going to. But I'd also be really good at but Casey will also be good at running it, at being the VJ or whatever. Yeah, MC. Yeah, so we'll not VJ. What the hell is even a VJ? Video jockey? Like video jockey? What's a VJ?
What is a VJ? Like an MTV, video jockey.
Just
maybe.
made that shit up entirely. It's an MC. Casey will be great at it, but I would also love to do it. But yes, I'm hoping.
You would be great at that.
Yeah, I am hoping to be in it though.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for all of that.
Yeah.
We're very excited. Something fresh and fun coming to Berks County.
Yes.
And we're just looking to have a great time.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And meet new people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm married, so I'm not participating. No. But you know, happy to put this together for our hopeful singles. And
And get to meet new people.
Yeah, meet new people. Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of After Dark.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We will catch you in the next one
Yeah.
and right before New Year's.
Yeah.
So. All right. Bye.